Like the video in 5 seconds or Ronda Rousey will break another finger.
This is for all you.
Professional wrestling is built upon multiple foundations, and one of the longest running has to be the heel-face dynamic. Instead of just a bunch of dudes respectfully fighting, sometimes ego, greed, or whatever else it is gets in the way and turns a character into a bit of an asswipe, to be honest with you. But you know what they say about dumbass characters? It usually takes the smartest guy in the room to play them well, and oftentimes the same goes for the asswipes. I'm D Wicket, I'm an asswipe from Watch WWE, and here's 10 shockingly nice wrestlers in real life. Number 10, Samoa Joe.
Because of me, Dean Ambrose is now a stay-at-home husband living off his wife's paycheck.
The best talker in WWE today, and I will fight someone about that maybe, uses that raw talent to verbally smack his opponents down before losing on pay-per-view pretty much every chance he gets. The sorry life of a Samoan Joseph.
Spear! That's it. The big dog hunts!
While Joe excels at getting people's attention and using that skill to hook anyone and everyone onto his every last word, the real-life Samoa Joe is one of the most chilled, laid-back dudes you've never obviously met, because who the fuck are you? Who the fuck am I? Often showing his chiller side on the non-kayfabe aspect of the interviews, the real-life Joe has often found himself joking through interviews, which you'd probably never expect from the real-deal killer we see in the ring every other night.
First time I interviewed you, you were not at WWE.
No.
You were a miserable man. I was like, I don't know if
Well,
someone...
yeah, because I had to go down to this god-awful interview I didn't know I was going to have to be in.
Number 9, Sasha Banks. While everybody's favorite women's wrestler may have just returned a little while ago spewing off dead dad heat and spitting all over the face of WWE star Natalya, there is almost no way I can't somehow justify this with holy shit, who cares, Sasha Banks is back. After months and months of speculation and rumors and assuming she was on her way out of the company and potentially into AEW's back pocket, Sasha finally revealed her true allegiance with a grand WWE return against Natalya's dead dad, I guess. Why not?
Go to hell, Natty. And tell your daddy I said hi.
Well, despite the surrounding story, the woman herself, Sasha Banks, is actually very pleasant and very much a boss in social situations, handling herself like a true professional who loves what she does.
After we debuted on Monday Night Raw, and he bumped into me and he's like, you're the boss, huh? I'm the boss too. I'm like, oh, this is weird.
Number 8, Andrade. If you were just going off kayfabe, off what you're seeing directly in front of you inside of that ring, yeah, you might just assume Andrade to be one of the biggest bads in all of WWE today. But if you keep in tune with the backstage rumors and word getting leaked, you would know almost the exact opposite story is true. Andrade is just about the most popular man in the food court and beyond, often getting some of the highest praise from old Vinnie Mac himself by the end of most live tapings. As the rumor goes, Andrade approached Vince McMahon looking for a push before being shot down and being told he needs to learn some English, which is supposedly what led the former Cien Almas into learning the language and his newfound relationship with the Flairs and WWE as a whole. Whatever it actually was that kickstarted Andrade to where he is now, he is a goddamn lucky son of a bitch.
Own opportunity by any means necessary. Hammerlock, DDT, Andrade, cover. Andrade puts away Cruz.
Number 7, Rusev Mustrial. Rusev Machka. Oh, and yeah, Lana too, sure. She spent most of her time trying as hard as she could to be both despicable and Russian, and at least one of those worked out in the long run, so, you know, give her the credit she deserves.
I'm so talented, I can do any accent. American, that's the easiest. Hi, how are you? Let's go to the grocery store.
While Rusev spent much of his time in WWE as a low mid-card heel, his most interesting work came at the very start of his main roster run, where you just might have been convinced that Rusev was all Mother Russia all the way and fought the red, white, and blue just for the bloody hell of it. In reality, he and Lana are two of the nicest, most just fun-having, weird fucking people I've ever seen in my life. Check out any behind-the-scenes video of the two, and you will quickly realize that all they really want to do is just chill by the beach and crack some jokes at each other every now and then.
Would you like? Oh, we might need to go deeper.
That's what she said.
Number 6, Sheamus. Why did I yell that? On screen, Shamo is a cunt. The dude is unlikable in so many different great little ways that it's honestly baffling he was ever a babyface. And you know what? Fuck 11-year-old me for growing up through his world title reigns and cheering that bastard on, because even when Sheamus was a good guy, he was still a bad guy. He was a total dick. He'd bully Ricardo Rodriguez, he'd cheap shot the heels all the time, he'd go for low blows, all sorts of these little bad guy nuances that would go to make his turn to the dark side way more effective. Also, he's Irish and angry.
You think you're better than me? Huh? You think you're better than me? You think you can replace me? Huh?
Well, on screen, Shamo just might be returning to his cunty ways on your television screen soon for this upcoming draft. Try to keep in mind that that same dude you're booing also makes one of the most interesting workout / conversational video series on YouTube. It's kind of baffling. Number 5, Bray Wyatt. Holy fuck, can we just take a moment to appreciate the greatest thing happening in our lives right now? Maybe that's an overstatement, but in WWE right now, and that's an impressive statement. This company has really turned their shit around over the last month or so since really fully realizing how imminent this AEW threat was becoming. This upcoming aforementioned draft, it's really looking to shake things up in WWE, and the last few weeks of Paul Heyman's writing, man, this product it's actually gotten good, you guys, but way before things had gotten better, there was always one little flickering creepy light at the end of the tunnel shaking things up himself. And he prefers being known as The Fiend. While Bray has by far the most kooky, crazy, Cocoa Puff creative character on the roster and genuinely might terrify your child, like there's a good chance of that, the man pulling the BTS strings knows exactly what he's doing.
Do you want me to get The Fiend? I didn't think so.
Number 4, Kane. I mean, the dude is... What? The dude's 2 most famous roles in life have been A, demonic, satanic, big red devil's favorite demon menace Kane, and B,
Larry Bird, he's doing threes. Truth, I'm Knox County Mayor Glenn Jacobs.
happy-go-lucky, well-spoken, and cracking jokes to boot, Mayor of Knoxville, Glenn Jacobs. What did I even just say? That's not even a kayfabe thing. That's this man's real life. Give him everything and protect him at any cost necessary, because anyone with that much talent in their bones is a prize worth keeping. Kane has spent his years grinding out the pro wrestling scene and becoming the second most iconic mask wearer in WWE history before moving on up, moving on out, and giving back to his hometown, of course, becoming the mayor of Parts Unknown.
And new 24/7 champion. I still got it.
Number 3, Braun Strowman. If you asked me back in 2017 if Braun Strowman was a professional wrestler or just some dude off the street who stumbled into a building once and started causing mayhem, I'd reply with a yes. Strowman showed some tendencies in both the heel and face sides of the spectrum, but in reality, everyone remembers this guy as the straight wrecking ball backstage and oftentimes in the ring too, running through opponents in a convincing, monstrous fashion that just hasn't been seen and executed so well for a long ass time before, you know, of course, WWE pulled a WWE and they fucked it all up. While you see the big man go crazy on a nightly basis, the man behind the mask is a gentle giant farm boy family man.
I'm almost as tall as you know. Yeah. You must be shrinking and I'm stretching. Something like that. It is hot out here. That's one thing the shares do. Sweat.
Number 2, Baron Corbin. Right. So, yeah, nicest guys portraying biggest assholes and all that. It's clearly got some truth to it, because what the fuck? Baron Corbin's the biggest heat magnet since X-Pac. Proper we fucking hate you heat. And to his credit, Baron Corbin does an excellent job at this, and I really think he's turned it around into a positive. I like him now. I think he's fit into his spot as King Corbin, and it's a lot less excessive than it felt a few months ago, even just a few weeks ago, honestly. Remember earlier when I said Andrade was just about the most popular man in the food courts? Well, here's the actual top spot. Baron Corbin is supposedly the single most well-liked person in all of WWE, which is just, I mean, when you hear these boos, fantastic irony.
Every night I come out here and I do my absolute best. It's not.
And number 1, Brock Lesnar. It's almost common knowledge at this point, and he truthfully might be one of the least surprising entries on this list to some of our fans, but the majority of people still assume Brock Lesnar to be a total piece of shit. And fair enough. The dude does not make many attempts to convince you otherwise because he cares far more about his real life actual character than his reputation. And I mean real fucking character, not his gimmick. And in real life, Brock's another gentle giant farm boy family type, just a bit more introverted than a Strowman. His workings with Seth, AJ, Bryan, and Balor, though, have all helped to make one thing very clear. Lesnar gives back to this business in spades, and he probably does it because wrestling kind of put him on the map. And as the nice man of respect that he actually is, he's paying back that due by taking the WWE Championship off the literal purveyor of positivity. Oh, fuck.
Oh my God! Lesnar F5 to Kofi!
And those are 10 shockingly nice wrestlers in WWE. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments down below. After liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and notifications, ring that bell.